Ooh. All right. Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
It's the big bombastic 171st episode of Sadibimco Part 2, The Revenge. And I'm Tim Hamilton. And that guy.
I'm George O'Connor.
Yeah. And we're going to ask the question, should this movie have a revenge sequel? Sometimes they don't. Yeah. And this week, George, from 1989, we're watching Things. I mean, we're talking about things. I always say that.
Well, we are watching things because we know our listeners at home are listening.
And George, before we get to the song, I have an age-old question about revenge.
Can't wait.
Dopey of the Seven Dwarves, you know that guy?
Yep. Yeah, the bald one, alopecia.
Did Dopey ever get revenge on Prince Charming? Because when he saw the prince kissing Snow White, he realized that the prince had only been kissing him all day as practice. Plus, Dopey wondered why the prince was kissing Snow White on the lips. That's not where he practiced on Dopey.
Yeah. Where did he practice on Dopey?
I knew you were going to say that.
Now say
your
it,
imagination.
Tim. I can't picture the top of his head like she does his nipple.
It's Seddy Bimco Part 2, The Revenge. The show where we create revenge sequels that nobody wanted.
Sadibimco Part 2, The Revenge.
Part 2.
Whew. You're back.
I'm back. Yep, I was on secret mission for the betterment of humankind. I got to listen to the episode, The Ninja in the Grips of the CIA.
Complaints?
Yes, as always. But I was amused that, for those of you who are avid listeners, I am the primary secondary host, if there's such a thing. But on times when I'm not available, Kevin Cablasto comes in. And it's been a while since Mr. Cablasto has been with us. So welcome back, Kevin.
Yeah.
And there was a pretty funny moment in the recording where you were pointing out that I think it was the movie we had done a while ago in our tour of the 50 Nifty, the U.S. territory of Guam. Mm-hmm. I complained that I couldn't tell what the hell was happening in the movie you're describing. It seemed like Kevin Cablasto got offended at that.
Really? I don't remember this.
Because he's like, what? You think people are doing reports based on this? Yes. Yeah. He got real. I've never heard him so heated. So Kevin, I'm sorry.
I remember now.
It's just I and write in if you have opinion on this, listeners. Sadibimco at the end of gmail.com. I feel like even though these movies are bad, and in many instances we're the only people to have seen them in decades, I feel like having at least an understanding of what's being made lists of, it's a little something to hang a hat on, like the hat that Canada is for the United States. It's just
on top of.
Hey, yeah,
not a hook.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
Not a hook. I see. Yeah. So Kevin, that's what I mean. I think he's upset because he's up so close to Canada. Oh wait, that wasn't a Canadian movie though.
Did you understand this last movie? There was a ninja. He was on the run. CIA wanted to kill him.
Yeah, you did a better job than usual of
Thank you.
It is funny, the different energy when and I always feel like this great swell of kinship with Kevin because I feel him suffering this in a similar way to I do.
That reminds me. I have something to say.
Oh, let's hear it.
If you're a regular listen to this show, I think it was last time George was here that I mentioned, or this happened on our thread, that my parents square danced every week. They considered themselves professional square dancers, and you said this explains a lot.
That happened at all. Yeah, that didn't happen at all on the show. This was something in our real life.
Okay.
Where Tim dropped this bit of information in our ongoing friend text that his parents were, you said semi-professional, right?
They called themselves professional. And you said this explains a lot about me.
Yeah.
And I realized you're right. Because
what else? Yeah.
If you are a regular listener, you know that I often make a joke about Playboy and the pull out in the questionnaire they ask the ladies.
And by often, like virtually every week, you make up a fake Playboy. Yeah.
So listen, if you're a professional square dancer, what do you need?
Shoes?
Space. Yeah, and shoes.
Oh, space. That wouldn't have been my top guess, space, but it makes sense.
They did used to go once a week, every week, rented space at the high school. But they liked it so much that if a friend had a 2-car garage, they'd empty the cars out, square dance in there. And one time, friends that went to a hunting lodge or had a hunting lodge, they said, come to our hunting lodge. It's just a nice lodge with a bunch of bedrooms and like a big What? a big room to eat in. What do you the mess hall.
It sounds to me like it's a key party.
Yeah, you're right, because they brought us into a room with a TV and a couch. Like, you sit here and watch Love Boat.
Who's we in this instance?
Oh, sorry. There's other children that suffered with me.
Now it sounds like a weird abduction story.
One of those kids was deaf, and we're like, oh, you don't have to hear this music. It's such a blessing on you. This is true. But they pushed us into a room to watch Chips and Love Boat, the favorite show of the hosts of the Jacked Kirby podcast.
Our current feeding partners, yes.
So we sat down and we looked at the coffee table and we were like, there's a pile of Playboys there. And we just played it cool. We looked around, waited for people to walk away. And that guy turned around. He said, whoops, I forgot about these. And he just took them all away. We're like, damn it. We just grabbed one, put it in our shirt. Because, that was the only way you saw naked people.
That was so close, Tim. Like, how different as a person do you think you'd be? Like, I understand this, people. Like, I know you young folks listening, you could just type in the most unspeakable thing into Google and you'll get an image back.
Right.
But for Tim and I to see naked ladies, it was...
Had to get a Playboy. Somebody had to have one.
Okay.
But there was a lot of Playboys there. That's all I want to say. I guess when hunters are not hunting, they're masturbating. Well-known fact. They do.
What was
the rest of their time.
We did see a movie. It was a Michigan movie where it was a bunch of either hunters or fishermen go to, the Wendigo? No.
Yeah, and Bog.
It was the one with the Wendigo.
And Boggy Creek.
It is a thing. Oh, this is what hunters do.
Oh, before we get there.
Yeah.
Remember what we're doing?
I don't.
Outlaws in Canada.
Oh,
we're visiting Canada.
And Tim, I'm sure you noticed this movie was only partially filmed in Canada.
Oh, God. Mostly, though. Come on. Mostly, eh?
Mostly, eh? Oh, we're going to do that, huh? Okay.
Canada. Pet rats. It's illegal to own a pet rat in Alberta and Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry.
But this movie was filmed in Alberta, so that's probably why it was devoid of rats.
It's true. If you can't own more than 4. That's the law too in British Columbia. That's what that sentence means. In British Columbia, you can't own more than 4 rats. If you have a 5th rat, they'll form a dinner theater group or something. Improv group. Is that better?
Yeah, Tim, this adds to my ongoing confusion if these are real or not. And now I had decided, I'm like, I think they are real. But now with the dinner theater, I'm like, that's probably not real.
Scaring the Queen. Until 2018, it was a criminal offense to startle or frighten the Queen, carrying a potential of 14 years in prison.
Is that real?
That's real. That's what I found.
So that means at some point, some Canadians scared the Queen.
Scared the Queen.
And the Queen
prison.
Specifically, apparently, not just royalty.
She showed him a picture of Prince Charles naked.
Oh, you think she never saw her son naked?
Not when he's older, I don't think.
I bet she did. She's like, we have to search you for royal birthmarks.
She barely recognizes his face, probably.
She probably doesn't want to recognize his face because he's weird looking.
And she's dead.
We're a good podcast. And she's dead, yes.
Yeah, this went nowhere. This went nowhere.
No, is that all your weird
She's
laws?
actually hard to scare because she's seen Churchill naked. Can't scare a lady after she's seen that. Maybe we should go that direction.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's it. Unless you wanted to talk
right.
about trolley cars.
No.
You're not looking up anything for the country.
Not looking up nothing. Tim, I have a confession for you.
Biggest export.
Know how much notes I took for this?
For things?
For things.
The movie called Things that we're talking about? I bet you took very little.
I took none.
I almost put my pencil down.
I within seconds of this movie starting was like, oh, this is not a movie that took notes at.
We watch Things, everybody. Not Stranger Things. Not Sometimes. Aunt Martha Does Dreadful Things. Not
The Thing by John Carpenter. Not The Thing from Another World.
Not Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, the song by Warren Zevon.
Not any of the 5 Fantastic Four movies.
Nope. Just Things.
Yeah.
How do we... First of all, I think the director is still alive. I found his review that I sent to...
Actually... What you sent to me was the writer and star.
Oh, sorry.
So it's directed by a gentleman named Andrew Jordan, who is still alive as near as I could tell, unless something terrible has happened in the last few days. It was written by him and Barry J. Gillis, who plays Don in this movie. And Barry Gillis has developed a bit of a reputation for, apparently he comments on people on Letterboxd who were like talk about this film.
He replies to people who comment on this film.
Yeah, he'll make little comments about it. But I didn't really search many of those out. You sent me one thing where he kind of talks about how every time he watches this movie, he has a different experience with it. I get the impression, because people do talk about it on Reddit, that he's cool about his responses. So if you're listening, Mr. Gillis, hi.
Yeah. We're just going to have a fun time laughing at a few things. We're not malicious.
No.
That's why I say to people who are alive.
I'm going to say something right up front here.
You liked it.
Like, I did. I liked this movie. It's apparently well known. It's on a lot of lists as being like one of the worst films ever made, which I do not think is fair at all. We have seen many worse films on Sadibimco alone. It's it's a cheap film. Let's just say that.
Yep.
Apparently when it was being made, when they were releasing it to things, they made a running joke where they claimed it had a budget of $350,000.
Wow.
Because they felt that would make it people would take it more seriously.
Yeah.
But it came out later that it was somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000, filmed over a couple of years.
Oh, wow. That explains a few things.
Yeah. And there's a lot of characters just kind of disappear, and it was filmed mostly on Super 8, though the scenes with Amber Lynn were apparently filmed in Super 16.
Oh.
Yep.
Looked like videotape, I was thinking. Her parts.
Yeah. It's kind of stunning. All this wasn't filmed. It all looked like videotape. It's just a bad transfer, because it's never gotten a Blu-ray. It did get a DVD. Huh. Guess who released it?
Vinegar Syndrome?
No, close though. Our friends at Severin Film.
Ah.
Yeah, way back in like 2011. Yeah. Severin Film. They released Jack Weiss's catalog.
That's
Although,
right,
please, if you're listening, Severin Film, please, for the love of God, release Storyville, which you best believe I spent another 3 hours looking for online. Just can't find it. Can't find it anywhere.
Today? You're still looking?
No, last couple days. Like last night and the day before. There's that one fucking guy on Letterboxd, Decord. If you listen to this, please contact me, because there's no way to send messages in Letterboxd. He's the one guy who's apparently seen that movie.
And Amber Lynn, who's in this, she's an adult film star.
Yep.
I kind of read about her life. She's one of those people who had a father who had like 2 secret families. Like after he got divorced from her mom, they found out, oh, you got another family. This has been a secret. And he drank himself to death. So that's what you get when you got 2 families. Yeah.
I mean, Tim, both you and I, like neither one of us has a family.
And we drink
It's a lot of work to have a family.
Yes.
Like, I can't imagine the stress of maintaining 2.
Nope.
Apparently, this is something that she did at the tail end of her adult film career.
I couldn't find anything because I thought, are these guys friends with her? Okay, do you know?
Well, no, this is, have you seen the video case for this thing? The poster has a picture of her like in her underwear on it, which is hilarious because it never happens.
Yeah, never happens.
Like all she does is a reporter doing these weird ass non sequiturs. Like,
yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you did. So they paid her $2,500. This is her first non-adult film role. Okay. And it's like a Jor-El like sort of thing where she sat in a room independent of everybody, recorded her lines, clearly like reading off of cue cards, which are nowhere near. Like normally when you do that, you kind of try to put it in the sight line. These guys are holding it like to like
I know.
She's got to look so far to the side to read this. But Tim, she was paid for her like 1 hour of work on this film or less. $2,500. Do you want to guess? Roll the music. Currency Kerner.
George's Currency Kerner.
How much is? What did you say it was?
So it was $2,500, and as near as I could tell, I had to do 2 bits of this. This part was filmed in the United States, so I did it in U.S. money, and also it was filmed shortly before release. So I actually gave it like 1989. So what spending power is $2,500?
4,000.
That's a pretty good guess, but it's wrong. $6,513.06.
Wow.
Good for you,
That's way
Amberlynn.
off.
That's a pretty good payday, although I'm sure you made a lot more doing other things.
Yep, good payday.
Yep.
Good job. Got things to say about it later.
Anything else we should say about this movie?
No?
All right. Can you read? Did you copy down the description of it?
Oh my God, I didn't. Because
I did. Thank goodness. I did it last second. Remember when we were about to record? I'm like, oh, give me a few minutes. I'm like, we don't actually have a description of this, and there's no way to do it. This is what I snagged off of IMDb. An impotent husband, driven by a fanatical desire to father children, forces his wife to undergo a dangerous experiment. The result? The birth of a multitude of monstrous things. It's not great, but it kind of gets the point across. Yeah,
does get the because we don't know if this is what really happens at all. I don't know. We'll you know.
I mean, boy,
nothing
folks,
is for sure in this movie.
This is also one of the only times ever, like, I watched the entire film. Like I said, I put my pen down immediately. I'm like, oh, I'm not taking any notes here. But I almost did watch it again this morning. I was like, this might be a watch, because I did enjoy it.
I enjoyed
There's a real early Sam Raimi, like, sort of, and it's clearly inspired by Evil Dead. Like, they even describe Evil Dead as at one point in this movie. Like, these guys are trying to do some Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, like, you know, Barry Gillis is Bruce Campbell, Jordan is Sam Raimi. They're trying to do this sort of thing. It just, it didn't work out as well, I would say.
No, I thought it kind of started like
started very promisingly.
It did. I was going to say that movie's like, I don't know if it's like David Lynch. I don't know. It's a different feel from the rest of the movie, though. Like, they spent time on it. Except it's like in the basement. Are we talking
the opening sequence?
The opening sequence, it's a dream, yeah.
Yeah. Should we describe this bit?
Sure. I mean, who wants to describe it?
All right. Well, so the guy who I thought was going to be our main character, but he's not. His name is Doug. And we don't know anything about him. He is in this weird kind of neither space. Like Tim says, it's a basement or something. And he's talking to a woman who's wearing like a kind of classical devil mask.
Yes.
And it took me a while to realize she's supposed to be talking back to him, but I didn't get that because it was so distorted.
Oh, I understood that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's he saying to her, Tim?
He wants her to have his baby.
Yeah. And so they do some sort of deal.
He keeps saying that over and over, right?
Yeah, he says it, and she's saying stuff back, but she's kind of almost got like the it's like almost like the Peanuts thing where it's like so distorted, it's like wah, wah, wah.
Yes.
You can't read her lips because of the mask, and you know what? None of the audio syncs up anyway.
No, it doesn't.
Then she gets full on nude.
Yep. Except for the mask.
Except for the mask, as one of the bits of trivia on IMDb says, it's because she was embarrassed to be in this movie.
Of course.
Did you actually get the thing about her?
The thing about her.
This is a fun detail.
Oh, I didn't.
There was a lot. Detail. I spent a lot of time on IMDb. So this fully naked woman. It's a fairly long nude scene. It's the only scene in there. But Cablasto, occasional co-host. That's for you. Let's see. Jessica Stewart, who plays the nude woman in the opening scene, was a real life prostitute. Okay. Attempts were made to include her in the 2008 DVD release, but she could not be found.
No.
Yeah. I'm betting the main problem is that her real name is probably not Jessica Stewart.
That might be a problem.
Yeah, and also she doesn't appear. Her face never appears on film, and there's really no way to identify her unless you were. Yeah.
Unless you do lots of research, like George did.
Yeah. So I've started. This is a good time to mention I've started the Jessica Stewart with an E at the end fan club. If you want to be a member, write to us at Sadibimco at the Gmail with an E at the end. It's just remember the extra E is for extra in both cases.
I'm going to join.
Mm-hmm. All right, there, Tim. Nice. You'll be our third member right after me and Cablasto. Yeah. So she bites him, and he wakes up. She walks into a shower too. How did she bite him too? She had a mask on. Yeah, and folks, if you're picturing a mask shown. I guess I remember him screaming. I didn't really put it together. She was biting him. This is like a few minutes in. I already wrote, I'm annoyed with this music, and it doesn't get any better. I enjoyed the movie, but the music. I think let me ask you, in case you're listening, Mr. Gillis or Mr. Jordan, I'm pretty sure the music, which was done by the band Strict 9, I'm pretty sure it's one of your bands. So If you want to take any offense at this, address it to my co-host Tim Hamilton, not me, George O'Connor.
It just repeated a lot. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I grooved to it for 5 minutes.
Think we could play a little?
I grooved to it. There you go.
Let's just play it on loop for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. Striker 9 was the band. And
it's Strick 9.
Strick
Get
9.
it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't get it, George.
No, he didn't.
Did we already see credits? Was I imagining that I saw credits and they played credits again?
I didn't. There were some credits up front, certainly, but I don't remember. Tim,
because there's more credits.
There's more. Do you remember what they said?
No, because the typeface was so awful. I turned away. Sorry again. Whoever designed it. Whoever picked that typeface. 3D type.
This is a rough episode already.
It's just a car driving around, and they get out of the house. That's the only exterior shot we have. Well, no, there's one more. Forgot.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a whole sequence that's exterior at the end of the movie.
Yep.
So the they Tim is referring to are Don and Fred.
Don and Fred. I know
Don is the writer. I keep wanting to say Peter Gillis because of the comic writer.
Right.
But Barry Gillis, and Fred is played by a guy named Bruce Roach. Bruce Roach, this is some cool factoids. He was the owner of a video store called Video Gore that the boys who made this film would frequent, and they asked him, would you want to be in the movie? He said, why not? But he was only available on certain occasions, which is why he disappears for large swaths of the film. So Don, the Gillis, he is the brother of Doug.
Yep.
And yeah.
And they get out of the car, and they're yelling at whoever drove them up there. They're in a bad mood. Several
reviews I read describe this as like a house, like as a cabin in the woods. Did you get that?
No.
I kind of felt it looked like just a suburban house, but hey, what do I know?
It looked like a suburban house.
Yeah.
Believe me, they looked everywhere in this house, touched everything.
We definitely, we spend a lot of time in this house.
They want to drink beer right away. Like, where's the beer?
Mm-hmm.
But they find a tape recorder in the fridge.
Right? Yeah. And this is when we get our most direct reference to Evil Dead. Where they're like, what was that movie where like they go to the woods and there's the guy and they have the tape recorder in the basement and they play it and all those things come out? I'm like, oh, wow. They're just straight up doing Evil Dead here.
But they say it's Aleister Crowley, right? Talks about a book.
In this one, it's Aleister Crowley talking, yes. Yep. And he's talking about all the people he murdered.
Yep.
Don't think the real Aleister Crowley murdered anybody, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. But this is different.
They think it's sick. Don puts is it Don or Fred? They put their coat in the freezer. There's a lot of things that happen in this movie, which there's just like, they're like children. He's looking around the cupboards going, is there a roach to eat in here? I don't know if that's now or later, but I'm like, why? Why are you looking for a roach to eat?
I have a story for that too.
Okay. Yeah. He's looking for cockroaches.
Yep.
They think the house is a joke. They look at every light.
Mm-hmm. They're just the characters. I don't know how to describe this. Like, there's actually a lot of lines that are pretty funny.
You're the madman.
But the characters don't behave in like human ways, if that makes sense. Like, it's just kind of it's actually, Tim, it really is. I've said this before, but it very much approaches like your level of non sequitur humor.
Yeah.
Where there's just kind of weird shit happening. It's very non sequitur-y. Yeah, they're looking for, I took it they were looking for the beer, and that's where they're finding all this stuff, and they're playing the tape recorder book. But that never really amounts to anything, right?
No, nothing much amounts to anything in this movie.
You would expect it with the like direct comparisons to Evil Dead. This would like release the demons in the world, the things. But the reason where the things come from, can we just say this now? I think they already said, right?
He plays the tape recorder, by the way, and then Doug comes out and he says, shut that stuff off. Susan's sick.
Yeah, he's mad.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the reason why Susan, who is the brother, Doug, is sick is because she's pregnant, as it turns out. They've been doing special treatments with a guy named, I wrote his name down.
Lucas. Dr. Lucas.
Dr. Lucas. Oh, yeah, because of Star Wars, probably.
Yes.
And they did special things with her, and she is like special pregnancy stuff because he can't get a boner, as we know.
Is that what he said?
I didn't pick up that he was impotent, but the little bit I cut off of IMDb says it, so I'm like, that's probably what's going on.
But Don and Fred, they're also like, maybe you can watch TV. They get the bestiality channel up here. They get all sorts of channels that nobody remembers. So George, my first list.
Oh, okay.
Other odd and bizarre channels they get in that house in
man, that's a good one.
1989.
All right, let's hear it, Tim.
They get the Nicolas Cage at Night channel. They get just the volleyball scene from Top Gun on Constant Loop channel.
Oh, nice.
They get the Playmen channel.
Oh, Playmen, coming back from previous episode where that was the Playboy equivalent that a woman created in Italy, that Ava Grimaldi from the unfortunately titled Ratman was posed in.
And lastly, but not leastly, the Hitler channel. So those are the odd channels that get up there.
Are we coming back around to that part? Tim, are you going to go into your Hitler frenzies again?
No.
Okay.
Now we see, they do watch something on TV. They don't let us. I figured it out myself. They weren't very clear. They're watching a horror movie, right? There's like people peeling skin.
We see like a face being peeled off.
Yeah, and his tongue being pulled out. It was better special effects in that movie they watched than the rest of this movie, right?
I wonder, and I meant to look this up, because I know that these people have done like maybe 4 movies.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if that's from a previous film they did.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. I think they have a 5th movie coming out shortly.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
This is their 4th thing. So it took them that long to do another one. Not that I'm...
No, I don't know what order this one came in, to be honest. Like, might be the first for all I know, but I don't think it was. Tim, keep talking. I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, so they're watching a fake movie. A man's had his tongue pulled out, pulling his eyeball out. The sound effects are the worst. It's like someone slurping with their tongue whenever they're pulling an eyeball out or something.
Sound in general is like a challenge in this film, I think we could say.
And then a lady cuts the head off of this guy in the movie. So then Fred again, he's like, this house is boring. We're out in the woods or something. Does he say? Fred thinks his house in the woods is boring. Fred thinks he found a long-lost Salvador Dali painting on the wall, because there is a painting on the wall.
Yep.
Fred looks around and touches everything, the lights, the walls. I don't know what was up with Fred. Paintings, the cupboards.
Yeah, like I said, like, nobody acts in a human way.
They see another painting that was given to him by the Queen of England because he successfully prevented her from being scared by seeing Mickey O'Rourke's penis in the film Wild Orchid.
Oh, did he prevent it by holding up a picture of a naked Prince Charles in front of it?
That's what he did.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
That's less scary.
The notes you're taking are so much deeper than I have, Tim.
Oh, and there's a dog. I was like, not a dog. For a few minutes, we see a dog. It's like, come here. And the dog ignores
We get multiple shots of this little dog. It's a little floofy white dog. And it's like,
where'd that come from?
Why are we doing so much camera shots of this? Isn't there a thing, Tim, where Super 8 film can only record in short little bits?
Oh, I'm sure it can. I assume.
So I think that's what, because I remember thinking it was odd. There was a bit when we were really following the dog for 3 consecutive shots. And that makes sense if that's because they, all right.
When I'm shooting 8mm, that's a very short time. It's about the time it takes for Kennedy and his motorcade to come forward, go past the grassy knoll. And
You're the madman!
Don hates the beer. He feels like it's from Africa. Did you hear that line?
No, I didn't.
He hates the beer. He says it must be from Africa, and he adds water to help it taste better.
Oh, weird.
You didn't notice that? He shook up the bottle?
No, this was just, I felt like at this, I was well into I felt like I was having a fever dream portion of the movie.
Oh, one movie they watched. Yeah, they showed the name. Remember? It's Groundhog Day Massacre.
I don't remember that.
You don't know? That was the name of the movie.
No, that's a good name, though.
Yeah.
Imagine what a smart, that should be the movie they make, where it's every single day, it's like Groundhog Day, but it's it keeps, every day it's Bill Murray just kills everybody in the town and just relives it again.
Yep. Until he finally realizes he shouldn't kill all the people in the town.
And he realizes he should be in love with, let's say, Andy McDowell. I think that's who that was in that movie. Yeah. All right, let's get on to the plot.
Plot?
Yeah. Because Susan, the wife of Doug, who is feeling sick as they're all drinking and being just weird, vaguely humanoid creatures.
Oh, yeah, don't rush through this, George. They give sandwiches, which is just a pile of white bread, if you remember.
The sandwich. Let's talk about the sandwich bits. Okay.
And Don goes to get a beer, or Fred goes. Which is Don the guy with the beard?
Fred is the one with the beard.
Okay.
Don is the one with the pencil thin mustache.
Yes. Don,
Doug is clean shaven and looks like he's probably a serial killer.
Yes. Don goes to get a beer, and they said, let's put a bug in his sandwich for no reason. Yeah. They watch him
here's
eat
the
it.
reason.
Here's the reason.
The reason. Yeah.
Something get cut out.
So, they did a live Q&A because this film is fairly popular.
Yeah.
Of this somewhere, and one of I think it was one of the women who were in this movie, so probably either Amber Lynn or whoever played Susan.
Yeah, it's only two.
Revealed that the guys who filmed this movie, Gillis and Jordan, they thought it was really funny to put bugs in each other's sandwiches, and this was the thing they would do.
What?
Yeah, they would put cockroaches in there in sandwiches and give them to people.
Wow.
So this was a bit of real life sneaking in there. Like that was them. Like
we should introduce this into our group of friends. That sounds fun. Huh?
And then we'll never hang out again.
Yes.
It's like, George, why don't we have any friends? Bugs. Just bugs.
Oh. But it was fake in the movie, I assume.
No.
No?
Supposedly it wasn't. Yeah.
Jesus.
I will say I don't think this movie has the budget to make a fake bug.
Well, I couldn't see it very well.
Because it was also apparently, according to this little bit I read, it was a little bit of it. Like they did it as just kind of like there was a lot of improv in this.
I can tell.
And they were saying, but like it is weird because like folks, you would think that this sandwich played a major part in the movie because
no,
like without exaggeration, it's a 5-minute sequence of like
sandwiches.
a not very long movie, like this whole sandwich thing, and like you would think, especially given once you see what the things look like that this ties in with it, just like the Aleister Crowley tape.
The suspense. What?
And let's just stop to interrupt because this movie is periodically interrupted with
Amber Lynn.
Newscasts of Amber Lynn as a newscaster who is just saying random shit.
Yep, random shit going on in Brooklyn.
Sometimes there seems to be a weird story. Yeah, she's talking about Brooklyn a lot. A lot of stuff about George Romero.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's in a fight with somebody.
Get the rights back for his movie.
Yeah, he's getting his rights back.
You know he doesn't own the rights for Night
for the first
Dead.
movie. Yeah, because that's why you're always able to buy it like
Mistake.
as cheap DVD and stuff and things. Yeah, there was I think they have the wrong name on the copyright or something.
Yes.
Yeah, all these different stuff. Like none of this has anything to do with anything, and describes like a weird like road trip where people on the road and stuff. And again, like can't express to you how funny it is, how far from her line of sight they have placed whatever cue card she's reading off of.
Yes.
Like there are scenes where you don't even see the colored part of her eyes because her eyes are turned so far to the side. It's just all white. It's like she's been possessed.
I nothing.
So yeah.
Yep.
Where are we? Where do you want me? Oh, the sandwich eating scene. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we finish that? I feel like we're done. Yep.
It goes on and on because he's going to bite into. He's going to bite into it, and there's a knock on the door. I'm like, oh, what's that? And he goes, yeah. He goes, oh, I forgot a napkin. Oh, I got to tie my shoe. Like, oh, damn it. When's he going to bite into that cockroach sandwich? Anyway, it went on a long time.
It did.
So then Susan's screaming, and as far as we can tell, a monster bursts out of her stomach because it's pretty close up, and it seems like that's what happens, right? Her chest,
there's a goopy sound effect. I think we see some ketchup thrown on a wall, and then there's a lot of blood.
He's like, oh my God, she's dead. And the dog wanders off behind a curtain, and you see ketchup squirt, and the dog is dead.
Yeah, so I did hear a thing about how they literally did fill ketchup bottles with like this gooey stuff to make this. You see a lot of stuff being obviously squirted out of a ketchup bottle at the wall in this movie.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. Yep.
So they sit in the kitchen, like, what are we going to do? We can't.
Do we see any of the things yet?
It's that's vague in my memory. Now and then, they're very stiff-looking insects.
Yeah, let's describe them. So they look like when Tim and I were young, there was a game, I want to say it was called Cootie Bugs. Remember Cooties?
It's just called cooties.
cooties or doodlebugs. They looked almost exactly like that. They are these weird little insects that they have razor sharp teeth. Some of them are just statues. A few of them seem like they can move slightly.
Yeah, their antennas moved a little bit.
Sometimes their jaws maybe seem to move a little bit. Sometimes when they get smashed open, they seem to be made of just paper mache. Sometimes they seem to be filled with like jelly. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. She had a lot in her belly.
And so she dies. They go back into the room. They're all freaking out, but nobody's doing anything like, say, I don't know, call an ambulance or something.
Did they say the phone line? They do say the phone lines are cut because I never saw it happen. It's like, we can't hike. Oh. We can't call. The phone lines are cut. We'll never get there. We'll end up in a box ourselves. He tells a big long story. We'll be dead.
That's smart and makes some sense because we do see at multiple points that these things are good at biting through cords.
Yeah. They forgot to film that.
And we do see the things killed the dog, like Tim said. You don't if you're a person who doesn't like to see dogs being killed, and that's everybody except for serial killers, you don't really see it. But it's a dumb little dog, and it goes
behind a curtain to do it.
Yep.
And Don, for some reason, again, they don't act like humans. Don says,
"Nope.
Oh, this is scary. This is like the sci-fi novel I read about kids in Scotland. They didn't like the skinny guy, and they picked on him. But then he got older, and he got heavier, and they slashed open his stomach, and a serpent came out, and it ate all the townspeople." Do you remember this whole story he told about this book he read?
Yeah, now that you mention what was it?
They just yell at him. He goes, "I'm sorry. I just wanted to take your mind off your wife being dead by telling you that story." That's all it was. And then the other guy yells at him. Doug yells at him. So you don't remember that?
Is this the part? I kind of do. Is this the part when Fred disappears for a while?
There's a few more things that I just have how they argued, but yeah, it's a weird scene. It's just cut scene. They're dripping with blood, and they're going, "Oh my God, what happened to Doug?" Right? Is that what you saw?
No. What happened to Fred? He got sucked into the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions.
They say that too, but that you never see. There's no effect. They're just dripping with blood.
The effect is they squirted the ketchup blood thing, and he gets sucked into another dimension. I guess he comes back later with no explanation.
Yeah, 20 minutes later.
Yeah, and that is because he was the owner and proprietor of Video Gore. He couldn't be there, so they had to write him out for a bit.
When he comes back later, I think he's in a hallucination, but we'll go over it.
Oh, that's an interesting theme.
Yeah. But yeah, he disappears because I guess he wasn't back, couldn't come back for filming.
Yep.
Doug wants more beer to get over his wife's death. Hey, George, remember my new segment? Non-sequenter moment? Non-sequenter minute.
It's pronounced non sequitur.
I got one right here. Because this movie has so many non sequenters. I just thought I'd throw this in.
Are you okay? You're saying sequenters now because you just don't know how to say non sequiturs, or
that's what I call it, George.
Okay, non sequenters. All right.
Did you hear the song?
I did hear the song. I was just checking.
So this week, I'm going to read you the review of Howard the Duck from Common Sense Media. You know, they let families know if a movie is good for the family. And this is a 10-year-old wrote this review. He says, "Why does everyone hate this? It's a little old, but it's not as bad as everyone thinks. The content isn't that bad either. The only thing is that Howard sleeps with a woman." So I'm glad this 10-year-old knows that's wrong, that a duck would sleep with a woman.
The duck fucker. He also forgot to mention that there's the topless duck in the opening scene.
That's right. Well,
most famous scene in that movie.
Maybe he saw it on TV and that's cut out.
Maybe.
We'll have to watch that someday, George. Anyway.
I kind of feel like we have. It's weird we haven't. That seems like that's a prime Bimco. It's probably too good.
I forget. Anyway, Great content. Great content, George.
We're a good podcast.
Amber Lim. She reports on New York City again. I got that here.
All right.
And she talks about Tracy Lords. I didn't get this joke. Did you remember that scene?
No, I think it was some sort of... No, I mean, I don't get it. I think she made some sort of mention about Tracy Lords not working in porn anymore. And I think that was like a
and
wink,
they
wink,
laugh.
nudge, nudge, because she's doing it too.
Gotcha.
Now?
Gotcha.
This was, yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know.
We get
Tracy
long...
Lords.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. She was in Blade.
Okay.
I think when you told me about this movie, I was confused between Amber Lynn and Tracy Lords, and I think that was on a podcast or while we were recording. Actually, I had to look that up.
All right.
Yep.
You've confused me.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
We get a long shot of Doug wiping blood off himself with paper towels. I was like, that annoyed me. There's no towels in this place.
No.
They look at more art. What? Yeah.
Has the power gone out yet?
I guess. Could you tell? I can never tell. It turned red.
Well, he bites. Yeah, it turns ready. But the bugs, the critters, the things, they bite through the power cords, which is weird because the power light go out. But they end up doing a lot of their fighting against these creatures throughout the movie with power tools.
That's right. That's right.
The whole time I'm like, how is this working? They chewed through the power lines. I don't get this.
Well, Doug asked a great Sadibimco joke. Did you hear it?
Remind me, which one is it?
How do you get paper children?
Yeah. Let's do it proper.
Yeah, okay.
Ask me, Tim. Yeah.
How do you get George? How do you get paper children?
I don't know, Tim. How do you get paper children?
You have sex with a bag lady.
Da 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 da.
That was
Actual
a joke from this movie.
Yep, it's good.
They think it's hilarious. Hilarious. And Doug cries, and Don pours whiskey on his head again.
Yeah, didn't understand that.
Nothing makes sense.
Nope. Nope. Because nobody acts like a human.
No. So Don wants to take a piss, but he's afraid there could be monsters in the bathroom.
Yeah. So they have seen the monsters at this point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they saw them. There is a monster on the toilet that he goes
Just
in there.
like Ratman.
You hear him beating it up and then flushing. So I guess there's a little bit of humor there.
Yep. That was kind of funny, actually.
They get a flashlight. He's wiping blood off himself again. They're looking around the house looking for creatures. I don't know if you remember this, like long scenes of them just looking behind chairs.
It's just them,
looking
hunting.
in closets, looking at the ceiling.
One of the creatures jumps on Doug's neck.
Is this in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of bites him. Maybe it's hard to tell because his jaws don't move. And his brother Don, Gillis, he grabs a hammer. He's like, "Hold still," and he goes to hit the creature. Wails Doug in the head, who falls on the ground,
Real Three
and
Stooges.
blood is pouring out of his skull. I was like, "Well, I guess he's dead," but he's not. He helps him get back upstairs.
He just complains how heavy he is.
He's like,
says,
he
I
actually
wish
says,
you were a midget. You're too heavy.
That's the line I was going to
Sorry.
say. Yeah. Wish you were a midget.
Warning.
Is this when he pours the whiskey in his head because he's got the head wound?
I think that was earlier.
I do think it was earlier, but it would make sense if it was after. Maybe, I don't know. If you were the filmmaker, please let us know.
But Don tries to fix. The reason they went in the basement was to fix the fuse box, and Don is poking at it, and he says, "I'm not very good at electricity things." So George, I have a list of other things Don is not good at.
Okay, there was a weird pause there. I was like, "What is? Am I supposed to jump in here?" All right, let's hear it, Tim.
Dialing telephony things, reading wordy things,
Yeah.
applying lubrication-y things,
Ooh, gross.
tying shoey things, and golf. So those are other things.
Nice. Well done, Tim. Round of applause.
Okay.
Is this when Doug gets his hand bit off?
That's what I got. You
Yep.
took good notes.
Yep.
And Don
He bites
cauterizes
off-
it by just starting a fire and setting his arm
it
on
was
fire.
pretty funny. And another Evil Dead 2 reference directly.
Yeah, a handoff. That's
He
right.
says it's the handoff, and he even says exactly what Bruce Campbell says in that great movie.
What?
When the evil gets into his hand, he's fighting it. There's that great slapstick scene where Bruce
Right,
Campbell's
remember.
like getting the dishes smashed over his head, and he pins it down. He's holding the hand, and it's just trying to get his face. And he goes, "Give me back my hand!" And
That's
he says
right.
it twice, and they deliver it in the exact same way here. And I was like,
I totally
"All right,
missed
guys."
that. Haven't seen that in a long time.
I just watched it again, maybe in the last 2 weeks. That movie is great.
Yeah. I remember it being
That's a
good.
great movie.
Well, back to this movie.
Back to this movie.
Did Doug say there was morphine in the basement?
Yes.
Again.
Why not? This is a magical house, Tim.
And he puts his brother in a closet under the floorboards. Did I also hear that right? This is like a dream movie.
Yeah, I don't know. He says some of the floorboards. He puts them in the closet so that the things won't eat him.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, they do express some worry that these things would be eating Susan. Around here, they say something like, even though she's dead.
They never check on her.
No, they do.
Oh, later. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But, so yeah, he puts his brother in the closet in order to keep him safe when he goes looking for morphine or whatever.
Then this is when Don gets a drill and he's just like drilling the wall. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Did you understand?
And remember, I guess maybe they turned the power on in the basement to Hotel, but he's got a power drill. He keeps drilling the wall. I kind of got the impression either we were supposed to think the things were in the wall or maybe that he was drill because it was.
That's what I thought.
Kind of seen it behind. Maybe the things are on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He finds the dead dog and we have a big vomit scene.
Oh my God, I forgot the vomit scene. Close up of this guy vomiting. It looks like real vomit. It's gross. It's wet and
they gave him a cockroach, maybe.
Yeah,
cockroach sandwich.
Mm-hmm. He finds is this when he finds Susan?
We do go and find out
later.
that I think Doug finds Susan that she's all eaten up and then he gets eaten, right?
No, Doug never gets out of the closet.
Okay. See.
Although I am noticing in the Wikipedia, which I've opened, it says he sees vision of Doug still alive and falls asleep on the couch. So I guess I forget that.
Because that's when he sees a vision of Fred coming back with a chainsaw. Now if we're up to that.
Oh, see? Yeah.
I think it's a vision.
You think it's a vision. I thought it was really him back. So Fred has a chainsaw. It's a small chainsaw. Doug has a golf club. Don has a golf club. Fun story read behind the scene. Mr. Roach, the actor who played Fred, that was a real chainsaw, and there was a scene where he slipped on the movie because the floor was filled with gore or fake gore, and he chainsawed his own leg, but luckily his pants stopped it. He cut through his pants but didn't cut his leg.
Wait, that's exactly what happened to the actor in Texas Chainsaw. Remember?
Wait, really?
You know that, right? Yeah, in Texas Chainsaw.
That happens.
Remember the scene in Texas Chainsaw? It's kind of funny because he's running, chasing the lady around the house, and when he comes out front, he does this stop and he turns. You know that scene? He kind of jerkily turns to run another way.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of humorous. It's because the first time he did it, he slipped and almost cut his leg with his chainsaw.
Oh, Tim, I think the lesson here is that chainsaws are not to be taken lightly.
They're not toys, people.
No. So this is like 5 minutes. It's all in red of them just going nuts, smashing different paper mache bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's interrupted.
This is
what?
Yeah.
You want
go on?
You want me to go first? This is when it was interrupted. Back to news from Amber Lynn. Who's obviously reading from cue cards.
Uh-huh.
Well, she had a lot of strange stories, George.
She did.
But I have a list of stories from 1989 we didn't hear that didn't make the cut of the movie. She reported that the tapes for the second album from the Traveling Wilburys were stolen. She reported that. Yeah? What are you doing?
Tim.
She reported that George Bush Sr. Kills Ronald Reagan and takes over as the 41st president of the United States in 1989.
Mm-hmm. We all remember that happened.
Yep. She reports that...
Yeah, you have to stop making the Traveling Wilbury joke. You've done. You do it every time now.
Oliver North is convicted in the United States on charges related to the Iran-Contra affair, but his conviction is vacated, and thus he goes to see the hit movie Batman for a fourth time. Oh,
Tim is looking up the year 1989.
I did.
Do you think Oliver North ever met? Do you think Oliver North ever met Kanye West?
We all
my favorite part I just want to get to because it's one of the very few things I wrote down. They do come at this point. I feel like Fred is not here, but Don finds Susan's skull.
Yeah, creatures ate Susan's skull,
and he goes. He sees her. She's just been devoured. He goes, Susan, they ate her down to the skull. And I just thought that was such an interesting line. I wrote that line down.
Fred is a bloody skull also, isn't he?
Well, from the closet. Yeah, from the closet, you hear Fred calling. Like, there's a really weird long sequence where Fred is yelling for... Not Fred.
Doug. No?
It's Doug, right?
Doug in the closet.
Actually, it's a little hard to tell.
Doug's in the closet.
It's Doug, yeah. Because I'm like, what happened to Fred?
Yeah.
So Doug is in the closet still, and he's screaming. He's like, the creatures. Oh, he took my eye. Come back with that. And you're hearing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when Don finally opens the closet, there's just, again, a bloody skull with one eye and like a pile of goo.
I guess he couldn't get
And
him
he's inexplicably still alive.
Yes.
And he's like, wait, get me to the hospital. They could rebuild me.
I know. I have here Dr. Lucas then finally comes by.
So should we remind people who Dr. Lucas is?
He did the
Dr. Lucas is the evil.
experiments.
Yeah, he's the weird doctor who made.
Evil? Come on, such judgment.
He's well,
but he comes by
because they did get a call to him. I'm remembering this now.
Okay.
They got a call, so he comes by. They had called for help when she was not feeling well.
Right.
So he shows up and he's like, "What's going on here?" And the only person left at this point is Don and maybe Fred. I don't know if he's around. And Don, he's like, "You have murder in your face," because like every surface is covered with blood. And like, man, this
actor
is delivering such weird lines,
and he's laughing most of the time.
Yeah,
like you see, he's smiling. It's like, "You've murdered them.
You've murdered them
all."
To
the sheriff.
And yep, and so Don's like, "What? No." And then Don turns around and he's like, "You're evil. It's your evil experiments that did this to them. You created these monsters." And he like shoves Dr. Lucas on a bed and he kind of bounces off the bed and hits the floor, and then the monsters start eating him. And the single best line of dialogue in any Seddy Bimco film, maybe any movie you've ever seen, is screamed by the doctor. A creature with no soul. No,
right.
Creatures with no soul are devouring me.
That's right.
And I laughed.
So finally, which they should have done long ago, there's no reason for you to stay there. Don runs through the woods.
It's so weird. Yeah, and so they're in the woods. They're just insane. I can't express to everybody how much this felt like a weird fever dream up until this point. Like, if you ever had one of those dreams you're not feeling well, and like you're just like, why am I stuck in this weird rut doing these things? Like, it's just there's like the weird dream logic of this. Oh, it's like an episode of Seddy Bimco. Yes. Like, why are you listening to this, people?
People of Canada.
Does anybody in Canada listen to us?
Yeah, he runs through the woods. He finds a guy in a bridge. He could have walked up the bank, but he makes him drag him up from the riverbed.
Yeah, this is not a guy we've seen before, as near as I could tell. He is I guess, sixth character.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, everyone's dead. And we hear the hit song Tailspin. I don't know if you heard those words. And Don gets in a car and someone says, "Was this all a dream?" And then we're back to the house because I guess he dreamt his escape. Just like
it's possibly a house. Yeah, it's like they're
doing
that
at Owl Creek. Occurrence at Owl Creek.
Occurrence. It is occurrence at Owl Creek.
A currency. It's money. It's money, George.
Yep.
It's a currency.
And somebody, according to Wikipedia, it's Dr. Lucas is there. I kind of thought it was Fred.
I don't know. He's covered in blood.
It's a guy with facial hair covered in blood. It applies to both of the characters.
I wrote, seems like Dr. Lucas is the man covered in blood. So I don't know why I thought that. And Don hides in the closet. And you remember what happens?
No.
It's like, I'm just going to hide here in this closet. And there's a bug on the shelf behind him.
Oh, you're right. I forgot that. One of the things.
The end.
And then the great credit, which I think is one of the things this movie is most famous for. It says, "You have experienced things." Now, before we go to any further, Tim, I have a list that I was going to read earlier and I didn't get it in. So now I'm going to
talk right over.
I'm going to read now. Yep. It was a list that was kind of like I had it put in like right after like the creatures bust out of Susan's belly, but we kind of never got there. So
okay.
Here's my list of other names for this movie. You ready?
Stranger Things? Okay,
no.
Go ahead.
Number 1, Rosemary's Baby 2.
Yeah.
Doodlebugs, the movie.
Nice. Doodlebugs.
Yeah. Non Sequitur, the movie.
Hey, it's my movie.
Hey. Well, wait a second. I drank 6 bottles of NyQuil and all I got was the stupid movie, the movie.
Hey, my movie.
And then truly your movie, Tim Hamilton's Psyche, the movie. That's my list, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was like a dream, people.
It was
if you
all
ever
a
want to
dream.
watch it.
Yeah.
It's a party movie.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
This would be okay.
This and
when I thought watching it, I don't think it's a good party movie because I don't think it's going to be able to keep your attention right. It's a really good movie to have in the background of a bar.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like playing it, yeah, you're having drinks, you're talking, every once in a while you look up, you're like, what the fuck is happening here?
I think that might anger
Why
people.
is that? Well, it's got to be a good bar. I would want to, if I went into a bar and they were playing things, I would know it was in a cool bar. I'd walk up there, I'd be like, tap my nose and go like, I know what you're doing here. Go, yeah.
But what if you go in a bar, George?
We're into the same things. Yeah.
They're watching Star Wars.
Now we have the part of the show where Tim and George talk about how this movie is like Star Wars and Labyrinth.
How is this like Star Wars? How is this like Labyrinth?
How is this like Star Wars? Well, in the sequel to things that they're working on, we find out that Doug and Susan were brother and sister, and that's why their child was a monster. You know? See? There you go.
Once again, Tim makes a reference to something we never learned in Star Wars.
In the sequel, you'll learn it.
You created this shitty segment yourself because your weird obsession to mention Star Wars.
This is a great segment.
And I feel like a full half of the time you forget, like no, that's not part of Star Wars. They're making out
I said
Star
sequel.
Wars.
Sequel, yeah.
Yeah, but it's how it's like Star Wars, not like how it's like Return of the Jedi.
Star Wars adjacent. I mentioned no scene.
No, this sucks. All right, no,
Jedi.
I'm going because I actually understand what the assignment is. How is this like 1986's fantasy masterpiece, Labyrinth? State of the art puppetry. Yep. Just like that little worm in Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Come on in, have some tea, beat the missus. He's just a prototype critter.
Right.
I keep saying critter. This would have been a good name for critters. But no,
Critters
it's
would have been a
things.
good name for this, you mean?
Yep. I had a list that didn't get completed where it was going to be better names for this movie, and Critters was one of them, but I kind of crapped out after that.
Yeah. We did
Yep.
it. We did
Yep.
it. Wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, I'll find you.
Revenge.
One of us will die. One of us
I
will
will
die.
not. I will not let Cindy
Revenge.
take my place.
Yep.
I will have.
George, can I go real
Yep.
quick? I'll be
Go.
short.
Yep. It's here.
I don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
George, my sequel, no sequel. You see,
Does it deserve one?
this is the third film in a trilogy. The trilogy was supposed to be the first movie was People, second movie's Places, third movie's Things. It was the Noun trilogy. But those first two films are lost because the film reels, they were left alone too close to some straight razors and they slit their own throats.
Wow.
And
Who
this-
knew that about movies? That they had the ability to manipulate, that they had throats,
Yeah.
and that they had limbs with which to manipulate straight razors. That's amazing.
This movie survives only because it is not intelligent enough to know it can end its own existence. The end. There's my revenge
Vicious.
story. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's
Vicious.
short. Just a list.
Mean. I apologize, Mr.
I'm not being
Gillis, if
mean.
you're
I'm
listening.
just having
You're
fun.
being very mean. Why are you? Oh my God. You can't see this because we're a video thing. Tim is holding up a copy of the movie. Tim, no, he pulled his pants down. Tim, no. All right. So it's my turn for
That's
a
how I-
revenge sequel.
Soften out my hemorrhoids. Soften them out.
Soften them out. What is it? I don't like what this reveals about your anatomy. All right, here is my revenge sequel. Because this movie puts one in the mind of Evil Dead, I used Evil Dead 2 as a template. So I think there should be a movie called Things 2. And the way I see it ends is it opens up. This the same way Evil Dead 2 is essentially a redone of Evil Dead 1.
Mm-hmm.
Although you could make that argument that first night is the first, there's that 50-bit. This movie is kind of a redo. And it opens up. They're like they do the entire plot of this movie in like 15 minutes. And then we go to that closet.
Oh, yeah.
And a Russian camera view comes flying in and knocks him out of the closet. It's Amber Lynn. She's on a motorcycle. They have a whole fucking adventure where it's a second night in the house where they fight more things. and more people come to the house to get killed.
Does Amberlynn
And
do
at
the
the end,
news?
what? Because they're like they want to get their news, and they're all played by other former adult video stars. So it's like Ron Jeremy and
Tim Hamilton.
Tim Hamilton, the other Tim Hamilton, Tracy Lords. Who else is a famous video star?
Oh, Tim Hamilton and the other Tim Hamilton. Okay, I'm in this one.
Both of you, both there. And then at the end, the only way to defeat the things is to go into a portal.
Mm-hmm.
And they throw the things into a portal, but Don is also sucked into the portal by accident, and it deposits him in Antarctica.
Got it.
Yep.
Is that the end?
Where he is discovered by some Norwegians.
Yeah. And they chase it, turns into a dog.
They chase it, he turns into a dog, and it ties into the thing. Yep. And then at the end, he fights Galactus. Yes. Oh, I lost track of it. Tim.
I thought you were going to go to Marvel, but I thought you were going to say they contacted Reed Richards and he cured them of things.
I actually was gonna do a sequel called Mr. Fantastics, but I'm like,
cures the thing.
He never cures the thing. That's the whole thing, Tim. He's the world's smartest man, but he can't save his best friend
because Ben wants to be that way.
That is one of the theories. I like the one that was put forth in, what is it, 1692 or 42? I didn't
read those things.
And that one, it's the Reed Richards of that universe discovers that they are all creatures in a story. He's like, oh, Ben, I can never fix you because you're just more interesting this way. And we're all just members of a story. I'm like, I like that version.
You're important IP.
Yeah. Yeah. Marvel needs to keep making that fat money with you. All right. Let's end this. All right.
End it. End it now.
Did we get any mail, Tim?
I'll open the mailbox and tell you. Why are you writing letters?
What? Me? What does it say?
There's a letter.
What's it say, Tim?
As one semi-co-host of Sadibimco to another, I ask you.
You have to read the subject line first, Tim, you maniac.
For Kevin Cabasto. Wait.
Kevin Cablasto? You can't even pronounce your fucking co-host names correctly.
Wait, not his brother, Kevin Cabasto, but for Kevin Cablasto.
Yeah.
This is for you, Kevin.
What's it say? This is for Kevin.
As one semi-co-host of Sedibimco to another, I ask
Hey,
you,
that's me. Mm-hmm.
Why do we subject ourselves to this? Why is Tim doing this to us? How does God allow this to happen?
These are all good questions.
They are good questions.
Kill each other.
Write us back, Kevin. Other people,
was that the only mail we got?
Yeah.
That sucks.
And somebody's following us on Lettered Box.
Well, that's exciting. I hope.
Do you go to Lettered Box much?
It's
a nightmare.
Do. The thing is, I was posting stuff there for a while, but like I never would say anything about it to anybody. So I have like no followers. I'm like, why am I throwing this stuff? I have no friends.
It's just a nightmare because you try to click a button and an ad pops up. It's the worst site for that. Then I guess you haven't been there long enough. I try to type my password. Oh, there's a new ad, and then I gotta go back.
No, I guess that doesn't happen to me. Let's see. What else do we have to do? Let's just levy. We haven't fought against Jack Kirby this time.
Oh, we forgot. We were feeling nice. Yeah. This movie put us in a nice mood.
You know what? This is a true story.
We both kind of enjoyed it. True story.
I'm a frequent guest on the Jack Kirby podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on one of their recent episodes, like leading up to their 300th, and we were supposed to have 4 people on there. And I was all ready to come up with a big joke. I'm like, let's map us onto the Fantastic Four.
Right.
And I was going to say, but you two, Tommy and Mike, you're both the Thing.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, we are. So like, there was no, so I'm like, okay.
They didn't fight over it?
No, they were both like, no, of course we're definitely Thing. Yeah. And I'm like, then I'm the Invisible Woman. And I took off all my clothes. All right, my turn, right?
Well, we're going to next new country with George Pitkin.
Yeah.
Where we're going?
We're going to España. Now, if you are a longtime listener of Seddy Bimco, you will remember way back when I first joined this podcast as a semi-regular co-host, back when the full-time co-host was the late, great John Kelly, who is,
He's alive.
Since had... I don't know if you could call someone in the throes of olive oil addiction to the level that man suffers from. If you could consider that living.
His mom listens. She'd be like, "What? Late? What? I better call."
He's late. He was always late in showing up.
He was.
While he was on, we did a movie called The Werewolf and the Yeti. It was a movie I chose. It was one of like 13 films by this guy Paul Naschy, where he plays the same werewolf each time, but it's like the movies have no real connection, but he's like his name of Valder or something or other. Wanted to do the first one. It wasn't on Tubi, but I found this one. Dr. Jekyll y el Hombre Lobo. That's the Spanish name, man. It's Dr. Jekyll and the Wolfman.
Nice.
Actually, let me make sure that's how that would translate, but let me make sure that's actually what it's called. Because sometimes these movies do not translate directly.
As usual, sounds much more exciting than I'm sure it is. Because if you
I'm sure
remember the Yeti and the werewolf, I think it was all werewolf, and the Yeti was there for 2 minutes at the end.
It was outrageous. It is just Dr. Jekyll. Oh, it's weird. Okay, so Tim,
Yeah.
the movie I said was Dr. Jekyll y el Hombre de Lobo, right?
Yes.
And then I'm looking at the poster here. It's Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf. Yet the movie title is inexplicably Dr. Jekyll versus the Werewolf. It's gonna be good.
And you're sure it's made in Spain? Don't want
It is made in Spain.
goof ups.
Oh, little Mr. Blue Italy on the Dominican Republic.
I nothing.
Write to us, Seddy Bimco, E at the end, gmail.com.
Because this is the end. We'll see you next week for Spain.
For Spain,
Goodbye.
for Dr. Jekyll versus the werewolf.
El werewolf.
El werewolf.
El lupus.
Yeah, El Lupo.
Goodbye, everybody. Go your own way.
Bye, everybody.
This has been a Pity Party Line production.
It's a party line.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anybody with the last name East or South. If you know anybody named East or South, please write into us at Seddy Bimco, the knee at the end.
Oh, the good witch of the East, right? She's under a house.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
No, she was an evil witch. That's right. Right?
It was Wicked Witch of the East. Yeah, and she's dead. Yeah, she's dead.
She's dead.
Yeah.
She's dead.